Kubor ka Batesi TV. Lawan da shapi da ka Orange Nissan Loom Sopo near Fire Brigade Shillong.
Ka kenhun jagi menteri sorkar haka jingalang ka blalong mentag sngi ka khat real trik unai lar arjar arfwe kalarai ban pha token haka ying bishar ni ka judicial inquiry halor ka jingsha set yap u general secretary barem ka HNLC uba cherish the field thank you ka balaja ka step ka khatlai trik unai lar arjar arfwe haka ying sa jok u hamaulai kenton masar ya kanila penbenadung menteri Langbak Kajelau Konrad Kongkel Sangma haba keren sikilap thai kubor hadian balawai ka jingalang ki menteri sorkar nalor kani Konrad laya thuru ba ka jingalang ka lathau ka komiti kerpang ban pej ya ka songsuk songsang hapa ka jela bat ya ka komiti on clear do sembut menteri Langbak uba prestun tensong komu chairman kat bau ba Hamlet Sondoling bat uba renik ton tongkhar kindai ki dekhot nakaliang jang sorkar bat kiwe pat ki dekhot kindai ki rangba ni naka senjuk ki rangba shnong ki nong elam niam bat kiwe pat ki ba on kan thop lang haka komiti u konrad loy thu para thaw sakawe ka komiti red ne ka sub komiti kabal khli damo u kum chairman bat kate ka komiti kandai ka ban pej ya ka jinglong jingman jong ka songsuk songsang haka jila khamtam e ki jingma ki ba am ban penthon ya ka songsuk songsang nang ni shakmat.
See, as we said, that number one, that overall the situation that unfolded in front of us was done and by the police department and the DGP and all the others who were involved in the decision making. And yes, at all levels, we have been very clear with the police department that the number one priority and number one responsibility that is there for the police and the home department is to ensure that the citizens of this city and the citizens of our state are safe. And based on that, we have asked them to accordingly move and ensure that that priority is kept in mind. But at the same time, as I said, different operations and different movements do take place. And in the whole process, as I said, the intention was very clear in the time also, was to arrest the concerned person. So in these kind of instances, it's not always that the operations sometimes go according to what the plan is, and in this kind of situation also the same thing happened. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of operations do happen, and there could be or there could not be a situation where the information was given or not given. So let the committee look into this, and that's the reason why, after looking at all these facts, we've decided that judicial inquiry should be done. Let the judicial inquiry come out with its report. As I said, that we have asked for a judicial inquiry to be put up, and this inquiry will look into all the aspects of the case, and it will look into the roles that are played by every single individual. So when a judicial inquiry is put in, it is very, very independent and a very powerful inquiry committee in nature. So therefore, whatever action needs to be taken, we will decide once a judicial inquiry submits its report. We are just waiting for confirmation from the concerned individuals who we have identified, and looking at all the options that are there. And based on that, as soon as we got the confirmation, so even if the confirmation, say suppose, comes as early as today, then it will be instituted today itself. If it comes tomorrow, it will be instituted tomorrow. But as I said, the decision has been made that the inquiry will be. Now it's only an administrative procedure that is left, where we require the consent of the concerned individuals to be part of this committee. Once the consent is come in, it will be immediately notified. I'm not don't have the details of the entire aspect of the attack that took place, or whether the individual journalist or media person was harmed. But obviously this is something that we don't want it to happen, and it's something that should not happen. Media people have always only tried to bring out facts and ensure that the people are aware about the situation that's happening. So, but in the situation where there are a lot of chaos is there, a lot of tension is there, it could happen that sometimes, and it may be dark, and the CRPF would be in a situation where they were not able to identify and really clearly see who's who. So it could be that it happened in that situation, but it's something that should not happen. We have had a detailed discussion on this aspect, and it has been decided that along with the Deputy Commissioner, along with the local representatives, that is the MLA and the MDC both, and other leaders from there. But there means from Maulai area and adjoining areas where the slight tension is there, that all of them will discuss and see how to move this forward. So therefore, presence of security is also necessary. It's something that we can't just simply take away, because the confidence of the public also has to be there. So therefore, looking at the situation and after discussing with local leaders, after discussing with the public there, we will see, the Deputy Commissioner will see, and of course the Home Department also will be involved in it. We will see how to manage this and ensure that the balance is struck between the overall tension that is out there and the concerns of the citizens or the residents, that CRPF is always there and creates tension, but at the same time ensure that the presence of the armed forces also is felt. That will also make sure that the confidence is there for the people.